Hey guys, Jim and Pokemon here, and I got another BCBM for you guys today. So this guy sent me a package in a box. The box is actually kind of flimsy, so even though you guys might have boxes like this, please try to use a more stable box or a thicker cardboard box, if that makes sense. So, and let me just show you, this is completely sealed on camera, just so you guys can see. I don't want to show his address. Well, I mean, if something goes wrong, I'll show his address and then just not post the video if I have to do like PayPal or anything. But you can see this box is kind of flimsy, so you never know if it gets crushed or whatever. And I asked him to send in a box just because this is a loose card. It's not a PSA card. And actually that bubble wrap's pretty good. So let me make sure this focuses here. So you can see that bubble wrap's actually pretty good. And here we go. This is it, baby. We probably, ooh, dude, do you see this? I gotta pull it. Just gotta be careful here. Don't want to damage it because it's loose. But we spent probably a month or so going back and forth on the price of this card, and we finally came to an agreement after a ton of time. So let's hope for the best. Let's hope it's as meant as he says it is. He vows by it, he swears by it. So let's hope that this card is just flawless. All right, here we go. Oh, yeah. It didn't even come out of the top. So I always worry about when you get cards, them coming out of the top. And there's no real fraying on the edges. Yeah, it's pretty good. This is a pretty good looking card. So this is why I don't like top loaders anytime you take it out. You got to put your fat figures in there and try to pull it out. You got to hope that the plastic doesn't stick on either edge, which this did not. And here we go. The moment of truth. So if you guys aren't aware, this is from the Topps Chrome set. This is a Sparkle Charizard. See the top. Okay, it has all the gloss on there. That's really good. You can tell it has a fingerprint or two on it because you can just see some. You can just see some right there where it's not just a. You can tell someone's touched it. Put it that way. So you get 3 of these in a box when you open Topps Chrome. Topps Chrome boxes go for about $350 right now. This is Top Series 1. There are 2 series, Series 1 and Series 2. And I'm really just taking my time looking this over. You can kind of see there's a... it's not... I mean, it's kind of hard to see, but... Let me see if you guys can actually... Yeah. No, I mean, it's pretty clean. The problem with these Topps cards is they're not as clean of a cut as, like, Wizards of the Coast. So what I'm going to do here is... I've got a few sleeves out. Make sure that's a clean sleeve. It's a clean sleeve. And because it's pointy corners, you got to be real careful. So you can see it's struggling to get in there. So I'm just going to back out completely. And we're going to try again. There you go. Perfect. Slides right in. You just got to be really careful. So I paid around, you can say $725 total for this card. I value a PSA 10 at $1,000. Gives me a chance to get a PSA 10 at a slight discount just because this card looks to be in pretty good shape. The guy vows by it. He swears by it. So it took me a long time to trust him, but we're going to try to grade this. If it gets a 9, I'm probably going to be out $100, $200 because I don't value a 9 nearly that high. Maybe someone else does, but you know, it's a risk for sure. So here we got the semi-rigid. We're going to slowly slide this in there. Just be really careful. Really careful. See, I apply pressure on all sides up here. It's not just one finger just jabbing this in there. It's all. And you can see I got the little tab so you can pull it right out for the grader. Makes it nice and easy. And this is a beautiful card. Whether or not it gets a 10 is going to be tough. I think I'm going to send it on a submission all by itself. You can see it says the Sparkle Chrome right there. You can see the coloration of the sticker here, which is pretty much the same for all Topps Chrome. Not the case for all the other Topps cards, but it's a gorgeous card. And it's a truly rare card too. It's very, very difficult to obtain. And it took me a long time to get to this point where I actually bought it. So I'm happy the way it looks. I think it's close. I don't think it's a guaranteed 10. Some cards you just know are going to be a 10, but this is just, you're not quite sure. So probably the biggest thing of this video, let me just set this right up here, and we'll open up some more packages. We'll see what else we got today. Yeah, these are always weird because sometimes they like fray the like the cardboard or whatever. It just gets to be kind of ugly. Oh, I know what this is. This is from my boy, Sub Asshead. Sub Bass Africa. I always forget how to say his name. But you can see this is an authentic signed by Arita. It's got the clefable on there. And a big sell for me was the actual clefable, because he doesn't always draw the actual Pokemon on the card. And he gave me sort of a quick description of, or quick sort of assessment of the condition. You can see a little print line kind of going through there, which would make the hollow fold not perfect. The centering, I'd probably say, is like a 9. Centering is about a 9. Not perfect, but you know, it's not bad. And then the back, yep, it's got the traditional clefable corners. So if any of you guys are familiar with clefable, come on, baby. You can see it's got those corners. Pretty much all clefables have that corner wear on the top, which is the sole reason why there will never be a PSA 10 clefable, just because of the corner wear that's on the top. This is actually a really good looking card. I could see this getting a PSA 8. I mean, it's possible. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to resend it in, and I'm going to try to see if I can get it regraded as like a PSA 8 with an authentic, maybe get the auto graded. I don't really know like how you grade autos. Like, how is one auto a 9? How is one auto a 10? Like, that just doesn't make sense to me. I've never really graded autographed cards, so I'm not like as like familiar or in tune with that. But I don't know. It just seems kind of weird. So I'll probably try to get the double grade on this. It's going to cost a decent bit to grade just because they charge a lot more for autographs. But I think if it gets a high grade for at least a pre-release clefable, because again, a PSA 10 does not exist, this would be a huge, huge card. And it's probably the only card I actually like to autograph on, because it's just a card that has an autograph all the time. Like, yeah, Charizard's going to be worth more. It's going to get more of a premium. And it'd be better to have him autograph a Charizard long-term, like first edition base, than like a pre-release clefable. But I haven't seen too many of these, and I thought it was kind of unique. And I just thought it was a cool piece of the collection. I'm not the biggest bull, or I'm not quite as positive on autograph cards, just because there seems to be a lot of them. But I don't have anything negative against them, if that makes sense. It's like, I'm not the biggest fan, so I just don't buy them. All right. So we got a no symbol Wigglytuff. Again, no symbol cards. I love picking them up. I probably paid $30 for that. And then let's see if we have enough time for this baby. All right, so in an eBay box, this is from a good friend of mine, Leonhart. So way down there in Texas. He did a charity stream recently with a Jungle Booster box where he opened it up for charity. A ton of people hopped online, and we all sort of gave in, and he gave it to the children's, one of the children's funds. I don't know if it's the cancer fund or what, but he basically opened the entire box in camera. He had a ton of viewers, and it was fantastic. And so what we actually did is I sent him 2 Jungle boxes, because of all the Jungle boxes I had, this is actually the box from the No Symbol Jungle video I posted like 2 years ago. And I sent him 2 of the unlimited boxes. And the problem was, I was looking at the wrapper on one of them, and I don't know if it just sat on a shelf for a long time or if it just looked kind of weird. But the seal wasn't like as perfect. It wasn't tight. And so if you look at this seal right here, it's very tight. You can see the logos. You can see how it looks. Definitely an authentic box. I mean, 100%. And so what I said is, hey, bud, if you could help me out, I'll send you both boxes. If you could open up the one that looks kind of weird on camera, and if it's not legit, or if you have any problems at all, just open up this other one, which is 100% looks great. And so he did that favor for me, gave him a little bit of discount just because of the whole charity thing. And it was a success. I mean, I know I donated a little bit of money. I know a few other big YouTubers and a few other people hopped on and donated money. It was great. But I was just happy that, one, he had a legit Jungle box on stream, and 2, the Jungle box I wasn't quite sure of, we were able to verify 100% that it was a legit box, because he opened up every pack on camera. And so I'll actually probably see if he has that still posted on his channel, and I'll link it down below. But this was sort of the backup box. And so thank you, Leonhart, for helping me out. Know that the box wasn't a fake or anything. It looks pretty good. So we're going to call that a video here. Sparkle Charizard is definitely one of the highlights. Signed pre-release clefable, sick as well. And appreciate you guys watching. So stay tuned. Bye.